Hello and welcome back. So last week we left off with Thana challenging people to a lot of drinking games basically in order to get free food, and then happening upon a slightly exclusive book club with a really terrible riddle as a passcode to get in, and learned about a banned book that could be interesting in the future. So, with that, you're still kind of in the cellar of the tavern, chatting with all of these, moms who are in a book club, abusing poison immunity. So, what would you like to do next? Yes, abuse the poison immunity. Yeah, hopefully. I tested the Wi-Fi. Game banned. Consume human flesh. I am concerned. Okay, the banned book is The Arrow of Benevolent Intent. So yeah, it's not necessarily banned everywhere, but it's at least banned in King's Landing, probably Destaiga, but you're not sure. Yeah, you could probably find a copy of it from someone else if you talked with the right people. We're back to the land of chat latency. Alright, so are you just kind of talking to people in the book club asking where they got their copies? Like in general? In which case I would have you roll a persuasion roll. I'm just typing so. I think it's also latency. But sure, you can take the blame for that. Okay, so yeah, then just give me that roll. $16. Okay, so you go up to this kind of middle-aged lady and you're like, hey, where'd you get your copy? She's like, oh, okay, so there's this library down the street, and if you ask for it, if you have a bit of repertoire, you can get a copy. Though if you're new here, then I would recommend just ordering it from probably Drawdoor is your best bet. Because they had the least aggressive censorship laws. Yeah, sorry, I'm not quite sure. I only have one copy. I guess you could transcribe it if you really wanted to. Oh no, do we? Drawdoor, it's spelled Draudor. I need big map. All right, thank you for your time. And so she just kind of goes back to her conversation. She's like, yes, raising teenagers is difficult. I'm gonna steal it. Okay, roll a stealth check. Actually, no, that wouldn't be a contest roll. That would just be a DC. So, yeah, stealth check. 15. Yeah, she doesn't immediately notice. You just, pull the book out of her bag and she's not really paying attention. So you now have a copy of the book. Okay, and you just kind of leave and they're all like, okay, I hope you come back next week. Kind of just sneak out. So now... So yeah, you're now kind of in the main tavern. You have a copy of The Arrow of Benevolent Intent. Welcome to Fana has only one emotion currently. It's curiosity. Honestly, that's better for plot hooks and no moral compass. That will be interesting. I didn't expect you to immediately steal the book, but yeah. So so you're just leaving out to like the main street. Is there anywhere in particular that you're going? Where are you going? Leaving the tiny island. Okay, okay, so yeah, the quarantines have been largely lifted. So you can go to the docks and see if you can book passage on a ship to, I don't know where you're going, depending on story stuff. But yeah, you could get probably to Stone Harbor or Starbrook without too much trouble. And those are both still in Destega. Oh, yeah, the region where you're from, there aren't going to be routine ship passages. You would need a bit more of a underground network to find that. And hello, hello, Jerry. I'm happy you've made it. Stone Harbor would be closer to your homeland. So yeah, your homeland is like basically to the south, so Stone Harbor would get you closer south. Hello, Shrimp, I've done a steal. So yeah. So Jerry, you are still being carried by the Idiot Squad, but the Idiot Squad IRL is not here. So you're just kind of like there as they just go and do boring stuff. But you could just like yeet off. Or yeet. Yes, yeeting is always an option. Jerry does not like boring stuff. That would be logical, yes. Jerry's disappointed in the idiot squad. How dare they? You're just like, idiot squad has not gone on a mission to please Jerry. How dare they? I guess it's not. It's kind of idiot squad. Jerry has a new objective. I'm curious if your objectives are going to match up, so that's why I'm waiting on Fana's thing. What kind of character is Jerry again? What do you like? Do you mean mechanically or like as a like alignment thing? And I guess that's kind of for Shrimpy Jester to answer, so. Mechanically. I should remember this. It's kind of complicated. Okay. So, Fana, you go down to the shipyard and you do find that for tomorrow morning, there's a pretty routine passage to Stone Harbor, which is mainly for freight, but they're also taking on people passengers. Jerry wants entertainment. These little white people shall give Jerry entertainment. How do you wish to go about that? And yeah, Jerry can be in snail form. Get this. The price for the ship, it's just 1 gold, because it's a decently short trip. Get this. A snail doing a flip. Roll an acrobatics check. It's a decently long passage still of wait, I want to go human hunting in the forest after this. Concern. Stone Harbor is less forest and more farming, but there are humans. Same for, I guess, here in King's Landing. Cultural cannibalism. I'm concerned. Okay, so Jerry, you kind of flip, kind of just like roll, but Yanti for your butt. Am concerned. I guess I should have expected a campaign open to the internet. Shouldn't have expected anything more than murder hobos. But murder hobos can be fun, I guess. So are you going to go to the forest and set up human traps? Yay! Marmot is here. Okay, so, Marmot, you are still with Jerry, who seems very bored, despite just kind of being a snail. And autocorrected to a cat emoji. Okay, yes, Fana, you can set up human traps. So roll a nature check, we'll say. Gasp, Jerry, my lord! It entered devoured the sun. So Marma offers to do something to ease the boredom of Jerry. You have okay. Fana, you have set an impeccable trap. So yeah, people are probably not going to see it, and you also set it in a decently trafficked area. Okay, as for Jerry Marmot, so Jerry just requests for Marmot to do a flip, and Marmot, I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check to attempt to flip. Or I guess acrobatics would be a bit closer, but we'll say your acrobatics or athletics. And Blue now awaits human prey. Or not, sorry, not Blue, Fana now. Does Marmot succeed the flip? Just give me a second. Yeah, has to roll, like impromptu roll. It's like, dice. Guys, 6. Okay, so Marmot, you attempt to flip and you just end up like landing just like on your butt. Like you just jump and you think you're gonna flip and you just fail. But Jerry, it is quite entertaining. Just in a comedy way rather than in a feat of athleticism way. and and Jerry is impressed by it. And Marmot just pretends that's what she meant to do the entire time. Oh, when you type a smiley face, it autocorrects to the smiley face. Wait, what? Wait, what, Fana? I'm confused. Wait, is there a meme that I'm missing out on? Because I have no clue what Frogtooth is. Okay. It's a Discord thing. Like, I was like, are you trying to add game lore that I do not know? She meant forgot. Oh, okay. Say tactics to bully me. Yeah, does Jerry have more of a You still have not completed the mission of getting fish for Jerry. and so as Marmot is just screaming at Jerry, like, I've asked you a question and yet you do not respond. And Jerry just pipes up like, yes, Marmot. Disappointed. And just in the most expressive way you can as a snail, just disappointedly, like. Fana, no one has happened across your trap just yet. And so Mara is just like, despite standing out in the open, like finds a door, like goes into a building, and then runs out of a door. And so, as for Blue, so you see someone kind of following the woodland path, and you're hopeful that they're going to, like, hit your trap, because it looks like they're on a trajectory for it. That, if I can roll well. And they absolutely do not see it, and they are now caught in your trap. And so you hear that your trap springs before you really get a chance to forage much. And then you kind of like return to take a look at the trap, and you see someone struggling quite a bit in order to try and free themselves. It's just kind of an average looking human. They have a bag of what looks to be kind of miscellaneous foraged things. Like, mostly seem to be medicinal herbs. Come on, please come back. Por favor. Wait, okay, it's great again. Give it 10 seconds. Come on. Okay, are we back? I think so. Okay. Sorry. Yay, okay, we're back. It's good again. So, as I was saying, to Thana, the person who got stuck in your trap seems to have been kind of foraging for miscellaneous medicinal herbs, so I seem to have some of that on them, and they're currently struggling to free themselves. So what do you wish to do? I attack them. Okay, roll initiative. With poison spray. I cannot remember how much damage that does, but yes, you can use that. And yeah, you would kind of get a surprise round because they're distracted by the trap. 15. That's really deadly. Okay, so... Oh, wait, sorry, 15 to hit. 1d12. Okay, 15 for initiative. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay, so you get a surprise round. Yeah, poison is 7. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. Okay, so yeah, that's your surprise round, and then they're gonna go, and they succeed finally in managing to kind of like saw at the rope. So they are now no longer in the trap, but are still prone, and that's their turn. And they're looking very caught off guard for obvious reasons. So it's back to your turn, Thana. I cannot roll a 15 with a d12. Yeah, I figured out the poison. Who would have guessed? Yeah, okay, yeah, roll to hit with advantage, and then roll damage. So yeah, 12's gonna hit. So yeah, roll damage. Wait, seriously? Okay, it's not, no, wait, it's not a roll to hit. That's damage. Okay, wait, okay, sorry. Yeah, they're dead. So yeah, they're dead. So yeah, you seem to have caught just a commoner wandering through the woods. Wait, this phrase is not a roll to hit. Okay, got it. Sorry, I'm not very familiar with it. Okay, and you drag him off into the woods, and then back to Marmot and Jerry. So, Marmot is just hype and would like to scope out some food fit for a forest spirit. Got it. Okay, roll nature. Everyone's kind of lagging a bit. That's how stream latency works. That's fine though. 18. So you do find a lot of very nice leaves, kind of some herbs, just like Jerry would love it. What? Or wait, sorry, I can read. That's fine. I am literate. My rolling nature? Yes, you are rolling nature. That is a 23. I mean, you still succeed the check. That's a really high bonus, man. Superb. They're slightly higher quality leaves. Like you found the, like, nice ripe leaves. Shouldn't you be getting fish? Yes. Are you gonna go look for fish now? Oh shoot. Consequences? What consequences? Marmot does not remember this. all of a sudden, like Marmot just like in the middle of like getting all these things, like, oh, wait, Jerry wanted fish, and you just like book it to this nearby stream. And then, yeah, another nature check to see how successfully you fish. And just like telepathically, you just hear Jerry just like, shame. Like, Marmot. Shame. Do not make me think choosing you is a mistake. Jerry, you are not part of this. I mean, Jerry kind of is part of this, but just like, shh, this does not concern you. Okay, so you do manage to catch a pretty decent fish, and it would be enough to, probably enough to appease Jerry. So I assume you're gonna bring that back to Jerry to hopefully appease this mysterious nature spirit. Okay, so you carefully wrap up the fish in the leaves and just present it to Jerry, who's just been sitting on the ground patiently awaiting your return. Just kind of like very, very nicely, like very formally, you do like a little curtsy, like, behold. And yeah, it's a very nice little gift of fish. It's, my lesser master, I present to you fish. What color is it? Well, the leaves are green and the fish is just kind of like silvery. And meanwhile, Marmot's just kind of like doing jazz hands. Did you forget something, Marmot? These are definitely the colors I see. I am not colorblind. I accept. Marmot forgets nothing. So yeah, and then jumping back to Fana, so you have dragged your spoils off into the woods, hopefully without too much suspicion. May Dendar, the night serpent, devour the sun as I butcher the remains. Okay then. So yeah, now you have the remains of a human. And you've decently enough covered your tracks. And then bury them. Okay, yeah, do a stealth check. Quick. To see how noticeable it is. Got all the... Okay. Okay, you've managed to make a not super noticeable, like, grave, I guess. But it would not hold up to much investigation. Who devoured the what? Yeah, Marmot's just talking to herself. And yeah, Marmot and Jerry are not insanely far away, but also like, very much out of earshot. Okay, and then, okay, so Fan is gonna kind of run off in the woods and cook the suspiciously procured meat. Definitely. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like anyone's interrogating you on this. Like, you're all on your own. The suspicious part is there's now one fewer person in town, but... Suspicious? Nah. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so you go through the belongings that you found. You find about 10 gold. You find a dagger and a bag of various medicinal herbs that he was in the middle collecting. Accidents happen in the woods. That's fair. So do, like, creepy cultist-like people, but we'll ignore that part. So then, jumping back to Marmot and Jerry. So Marmot is claiming that Marmot forgets nothing because she doesn't remember forgetting anything, and therefore must have perfect memory. Because perfect logic. Meanwhile. Wait, now I'm thinking of the Hamilton quote. What was it like? Don't insult my people's religious beliefs. Fair. Fair enough. But I'm a human, so I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, so Jerry has been presented with a fish. Supposedly an appeasing one. The mission has been completed. Jerry! So it's like, now that I have completed your request. You must provide me with knowledge. And Fana, I do not control player actions. Hence, that was your decision. But anyway, we got Marwa and Jerry. So Marwa is just like, Jerry, who are you? Are you dead? Please. So Jerry says, you wish to see the truest form of me, Marmot. Okay, so Marmot's just like, I do wish to see the truest form of you. Okay, so the next, like, in the blink of an eye, Jerry just transforms into Tabaxi form in front of Marmot. So this tiny little snail that you've only ever known as a snail is just a full-fledged Tabaxi now. It's like, my truest form is a kitty cat. And Marmot is just like, oh, whoa. I cannot believe. This cannot be true. I cannot believe I have the honor of serving. Such a powerful deity. Mech. And Jerry just like, do you wish to see something impressive, child? Marmot says like, my master will be most pleased with this alliance. Yes! Yes, I do! Okay, now I'm suspenseful of what's gonna happen. So I was just like, yes, I do, I really do. The anticipation is killing me. Me too. I want to know. It's killing all of us. And drum roll just. And Jerry just pulls out 3.5 gold in the blue ball and starts to juggle. And just ta-da! And then, jumping back to blue real quick. Yes, I know, I could have answered that no one came upon the trap, but you rolled so high. And yeah, I could have made that not happen, but I feel like it's not really fair as a DM to just be like, oh, this thing that totally would happen isn't gonna happen. It's like I did all the rolls and they kept failing the rolls, so you don't have to take all the blame, but don't do things under the expectation that it's just like, oh, this won't happen. This is very chaotic. Yes, under all pretenses of everything, this is very chaotic. So, since all of us have to go to a different D&D campaign in about 10 minutes, I'm going to end the live here. And in summary, we had Jerry and Marmot finally meet in their truest form, and Fana became a low-key cultist, and because NPCs can't roll good, succeeded. And that's where we will pick up next week.